if you have ever seen the Antiques Roadshow. Well, you see these people bringing up items they found or have had in their homes for years and years and years, only to be told it's worth a great amount of money. Well, if that's your retirement plan, you might want to consider a different tact because you can't always guarantee that the old thing you got in your attic is going to be enough to retire on. How do you keep the retirement money that you are putting away safe, maybe worth that kind of money by the time you retire? Well, that's where Tom Jacobs from Jacobs Financial Services comes in, because he has a way to grow that money without finding something weird in the attic and keep it safe. Hey, Tom.
Good morning. You throw me for curveballs every time I come here, so I didn't know we were talking antiques today.
Yeah, well, you see those people and you think, man, if only I had something like that in my attic, I'd be set. I'd be set for my retirement. Not maybe the smartest retirement plan.
I have people going through their baseball card collections and showing me these things, and hey, Tom, this is worth $15,000. Like, wow, it's amazing the value of some of those antiques. But to your point, man, it's so important to have a retirement plan. It's so important to know where your paycheck's going to come from in retirement. And a lot of times people kind of put that off until they're just ready to retire. What a mistake. Let's get after that right now. And our clients are typically folks that are approaching retirement, maybe in the next 3, 5, 7 years, time to be planning. Maybe they've already retired. We just believe that the money that you're going to use in retirement has to be held in a safe spot. You can't have it tied to the market where it's going up and down. If you do that, you just don't know what's going to be there when you're ready to retire. There could be a ton more, but there could be a ton less.
And most of us, I think, who work have a company 401k plan. And for most, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, that's their main source of their retirement.
For most Americans, that's exactly right. And for most Americans, their 401k balance is down about 22%. We are in a recession right now. We enjoyed the longest bull run in the history of mankind. That ended November of 2021. Ever since then, all the pressure is pushing the market down. We have these good times. That's called a bear market rally. That might happen for a day, a week, a month. People get this false sense of security. And then all of a sudden, boom, we take another leg down. Let's not do that. Let's put that money in a safe spot where you're not going to lose it.
If you think you're looking at that 401k balance and you're thinking, it looks pretty good, I'm okay, just know that it can go down. What you're offering can't go down.
It's principal protected. So if the markets are going the wrong direction, your balance stays exactly the same. If the markets pick up and start doing well, you're going to go up with the market. You're not going to get all of the up because there's going to be some sort of a cap. But in exchange for not getting all of the up, you have this floor that says you'll never lose. And here's what I tell people. An account that never loses money, not one penny ever, and it doesn't spend any time having to recover from those losses. And if you're not paying silly, stupid fees, at the end of the day, that's probably going to beat the violent thrashing of the up and down of the market.
Well, definitely going to give you a peace of mind.
Amen.
Right? To know that the money that you put in isn't going to go down, because you're spot on. I checked my 401k balance last week, 20% down.
Yeah.
So you're looking at that going, well, how long is it going to take me to get that money back?
Well, and when the market corrects itself, which is what we're seeing now, it's almost always worse than the last time. Well, the last time was 2008. Market went down 51%. Prior to that was the tech bubble in the early 2000s. Market went down 49%. So here we are today. We're down about 20%. I think we've got a ways to go. So I think the best offense right now is to play great defense. Get the money out of a spot where you could lose it, put it in a spot where it's principal protected.
And again, we're talking about people who are around 60, right? You're nearing retirement. If you're 30, your 20s, 30s, 40s, you probably have the time to ride that out.
Well, that's exactly right. And our clients aren't typically folks in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. To your point, they've got the time to bounce up and down. But goodness, if you're 62 and you want to retire next year and you lose 40% of your retirement, oh my God, now you either got to work longer or you got to retire as planned with less. Both of those options are horrendous. Let's look at a third option. Let's get that money protected safe today.
That's what we need to do. And the good part is that it's all through this fixed indexed annuity on paper. People can see it word for word in black and white.
Black and white. And we use some of the strongest, most stable, reliable, well-capitalized companies on planet Earth. With all of this concern about what's happening in the banking industry, let's look at insurance companies, some of the most incredibly stable companies, one of the best spots you could possibly put your money.
And that is something that you can do today, because they're taking calls right now. You've got 3 brick and mortar locations as well. Let people know how they can get a hold of you.
Call the office, 616-622-4654. Make an appointment. It's absolutely complimentary. Ask for a copy of my free book. We'll send that out today. No strings attached. I'll have it to you by the end of the week.
Perfect. Oh, and as always, you can check them out online as well at jacobsfs.com. Several locations throughout West Michigan, right there at Granville, Norton Shores, and Kalamazoo. And as you heard Tom say, 616-622-4654.